Winter is a great time of the year for certain plants to be flowering. Things that come to mind are aloes, this gorgeous plant that is standing right in front of me. This is called Leonotus leonuris. Now, what on earth does that mean? We don't really want to know. What we do want to know is its common name, because that makes life a whole lot easier. It's called the wild ducker plant, is its one common name. The other name is lion's claw, and it's an indigenous shrub that you will see growing and flowering if you're taking a drive anywhere on the Highveld or inland where there's still natural and indigenous bush. You'll see these guys flowering, and I mean tall, like taller than me, beautiful large shrubs. This is the most common variety, which is the orange variety, but you do find some other hybrids. Now, next to it, check out its buddy that it's growing next to. I mean, this is called Hypaestes aristata. Isn't it gorgeous? And you see why it's so important to know when plants are flowering, because this guy's in full flower now, and so is this guy. And the purple and the orange together, wicked, just beautiful. So now that these guys finish flowering, you can see that this guy is so heavy, he's actually like kind of falling over. Look at that. The golden rule about pruning, remember, is prune when the plant is finished flowering. So to demonstrate and to show you what you need to do, these guys, my little wild ducker here, has still got a little while to go. This is only its first year, which you can see why it's still really, really young and a little wee little plant. And now, you got to hold on to your couches now, because you're probably going to get a shock about how we're going to prune this plant. And it really is critical that we do it this way, because after flowering, remember that's the rule, when it's finished flowering, that's when you're going to prune it. Because if you don't, it's not going to do what it should. So this is how we do. We've got a sharp pair of secateurs, and we're going down low. And I mean really low. You can see this here. Snip it, cut it, and I'm leaving a few of these shoots that are coming from low down, the basal shoots. Do you see like these little guys over here? Because this is its first year's growth. So after this, like second year, I would prune slightly higher up. But every third year or so, you want to go down really low again. And that's important to encourage that new foliage, or else you end up with just stalks at the bottom, so naked stems and then a couple of leaves. And that is a sure sign just of bad plant management. And we don't want that, do we? No. So we want to be pros at what we do. And the way is to prune things, use the tools of our trade, and get down. And you can see already here, look at that. Where I've pruned that was made just above a new little leaf that's shooting out there. And that means that this is going to be encouraged to grow, shoot, and really be able to grow and recover for the next season, and then flower again in winter. Okay, so we've got this little guy under control. Now, how do we deal with this big purple guy, which is called Hypaestes, remember, or the ribbon bush is its common name. Now, it's still in flower, so I really don't want to prune it right now, but I do want to show you how to deal with it, because remember, the rule is that you prune it after flowering. Now, if you come in and have a look right in here, right into the base of the plant, you can already see the new foliage that's just starting. That's the foliage that we want to prune right down to. So we're going to need a lopper, a big guy like this. Prune it down incredibly low, because literally within one season it will have grown back up to its normal height, just like this. Another very important winter tip that you need to be doing in your garden right now, in order to make plants go on and on and on, because that's what we all want out of them, is to deadhead your flowering winter annuals. And the one in particular that I want you really to focus your attention on are these pansies. Now, by now you should have planted them. If you haven't planted them, it's still okay. Remember, pansies like full sun. They can do in a half-day sun as well, but that's the minimum. And then don't overwater them. When you plant them, also don't put down too much compost, because sometimes that can burn the little tender roots. In order to make sure that they're going to go on and on and on, you need to do the following. Either get hold of a pair of scissors or a pair of secateurs, all right? What you're going to do is go take it, follow it all the way down to the stem, right down to where it joins the plant, and take it off. You want to do that as often as you can. The more you do this, the better the plant will grow and the more flowers it will produce. bye.